What's up, what? Oh, salt. Oh, that's salt. Yeah, I broke my salt shaker. That's right. I thought that was... What the f*** is that?
I saw it from distance already, but being so close to it hit different.
Which I could do at the time. I picked up as much as I could.
On June 21st, 2023, in southern Taiwan, Valerie, the creator behind the YouTube channel Valerie, Adventure, Travel, and Raw Moments, began her very first long-form adventure. Her channel documents raw, solo travel experiences, focusing on real moments in remote natural environments. Starting late in the day, she headed alone toward Lulu Hot Springs, a little-known geothermal area hidden deep in the mountains. The plan was simple. Hike for hours, camp alone, and sleep on ground heated from below. From the start, the landscape felt quiet, but demanding.
Here at the junction, where it goes to Lulu Springs this way. So for me it was pretty much 1 hour, and I'm sweating like hell. I regret that I started at 12. Into the jungle. I noticed that there are some marked, like these bands here, along the trail, so you know where to go. It's very helpful also. I made it to the highest point. Now it only goes downwards, so it's a bit easier, but also more tiring tomorrow. Should have brought more water also. I only have like 1 liter left, and I still have today and tomorrow. Okay, here it really gets steep. There are some ropes attached. It's so crazy. It really smells like egg here from the sulfur. Yeah, the smell, you can tell it's a hot spring coming from deep in the ground.
The hike unfolded under intense heat. Sweat came quickly as Valerie followed faint ribbon markers through steep forest terrain, gripping ropes where the path collapsed into sharp drops. The smell of sulfur grew stronger as the ground warmed beneath her feet. After nearly 4 hours, she reached the river, empty, silent, and alive with geothermal heat.
I made it! No one's here. Wow. So cool. Is that stone? I don't know. Ooh! Wow, it's so hot. It's like coming straight from the boiler.
Every few meters there were holes where hot water bubbled out and collected in puddles. This one was probably 70 degrees hot. This riverbank was perfect as a camping ground. The surface was so warm that I was sure I wouldn't need any extra blanket or sleeping bag that night. And then I found a shovel in the river.
People use it for there. Okay, I will dig my own hot spring hole now. That's the mission for tonight. I'm collecting some wood and grasses for a bonfire I want to make. These are good for starting a fire. I bought some fried rice in the restaurant before I came here. And that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. It's crazy. Wow. I really don't need more than just my yoga mat. And yeah, this pillow, and that's it.
Boiling water spilled from cracks in the rocks, staining the ground with unnatural colors. Using an abandoned shovel, she dug a small hot spring beside the cold water and settled in for the night, sleeping on a yoga mat as the earth radiated warmth.
I'm now heading to the heart of Lulu Hot Springs, the main steamy area. It's located in a canyon, which makes it a bit dangerous because it's a rockfall area.
You can feel how hot it is even without touching the rocks. Also, my ring changed its color. It was golden before, it's because of the sulfur.
And then I finally reached the big steam, the reason why I made this trip. I saw it from a distance already, but being so close to it hit different.
Few rocks were falling down right there where I was walking before, and they were quite big, so it's quite dangerous here. Should leave soon, I guess.
At dawn, she crossed the river and traced upstream into a narrow canyon filled with steam. There, at the heart of Lulu Hot Springs, towering vents and scalding air surrounded her. Moments later, large rocks fell from the cliff above, crashing onto the path she had just passed.
I'm really exhausted from yesterday and today as well. I actually packed 2 boxes of fried rice, but since it was still warm when he packed it and I didn't let it cool down, the condensation made it going off pretty quickly, so I can't eat it anymore. And yeah, my lack of water, of course.
After about 3 hours of climbing vertically with close to no break, I made it to the top. Hallelujah.
I really did.
From now on it goes downwards, so it's easier, but be aware it's also very slippery.
My last bit of water. But almost there. I'm so lucky. I was walking down the last few meters and then this car stopped and asked me if I wanted to hop on. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
The return was harder. With little water left and spoiled food, she climbed for hours before finally reaching the road, where locals helped her back to town. This journey wasn't haunted, but it was dangerous. Heat, falling rock, exhaustion, and isolation turned natural beauty into quiet risk. When nature offers no warning and no second chances, how close can beauty and danger really exist before one becomes the other? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. This footage was recorded on the night of May 22nd, 2023. The man behind the camera is Alex, a long-haul truck driver from the YouTube channel Alex Nino, a channel documenting real trucking life, overnight deliveries, and sleeping on the road. What begins as a routine night quickly becomes uneasy. Mechanical pressure, tight deliveries, and nowhere to relax for long. By the end of the night, Alex realizes the danger wasn't mechanical at all.
Hey boss, do you guys have def?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, perfect, man. My truck was about to turn off on me, so I parked right there. I'll put the def at my pickup, at my delivery right now. But I don't know why, or what went through me, that I forgot to check the def. And the def is pretty much diesel exhaust fluid. If the truck runs out of it, you're done. Your truck will turn off. It's like you pretty much ran out of gas in your car. I was gonna make this delivery and then go put the def before my truck turns off on me. I go to this location right here. Man, after this delivery, I have to cross the Bay Bridge. If this truck turns off on me on the Bay Bridge, I'm screwed. Just stupid cars next to me. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brake it a bunch like this. That way my trailer goes all the way to that door right there. Go up. See how my trailer door is right there? My trailer's right there. Watch this. Get it super close to that right there. Bada boom, bada boom. Your boy is in the building.
Early on, Alex notices his truck is nearly out of DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. If it runs dry, the truck can shut down completely. With the gauge near red, he stops at a Shell station to buy a gallon, worried about crossing the Bay Bridge afterward. At the delivery site, another problem appears.
Oh man, I'm all messed up right now. I have a pallet that's a single pallet right here. That's literally right at the door with no load lock, not secured, because I didn't have my load lock in the trailer. So what I'm gonna have to do right now is open this really carefully and hope that pallet did not tilt over. Woo! No, the only thing that I'm scared about is backing this thing in, because if I'm reversing, it can go like this. So I'm gonna see if they have a load lock or something, or you know what? I'm gonna leave this closed, get as close as I can to the door, and then once I get super close, I'll just get out again, open it, and bam, I'm good. I should be good like that. There should be good. Any closer, I won't be able to. I don't want this pallet to come, like as soon as I hit right here or me reversing or anything, for it to go, just because I'm gonna go ask them if they have a load lock. Hi, I had 3 pallets for you. Do you think by any chance I'd be able to use a load lock just so I can put the load lock right here so I can reverse in? You see one? It's locked? You get what I mean? If I hit it hard right here, it could just all come crashing down.
It should be okay. Those are pretty sturdy.
I'll try it.
That should be okay.
Alright, let's go put some deaf boys before my truck turns off. Let's go, little deafy. Ugh.
A single pallet sits unsecured at the trailer door, with no load lock. Unable to find equipment, Alex carefully backs in, knowing one mistake could cause it to collapse. Afterward, the night finally slows. Inside his truck, his second home, Alex sets up a portable Bluetti power station and relaxes briefly, believing the worst is over. Then, while parked in a quiet residential area to sleep, he notices a man outside the truck. Close enough to try the door. The doors are locked.
There's literally someone right there, bro. Oh my f***ing. Alright guys, screw that. I'm just decided I was actually gonna leave. I seen him take off. There's no way in how I'm staying there. Thankfully, I locked my doors. There's times where I go to bed with the doors not locked. Damn, that was a close one.
Alex immediately starts the engine and leaves. He later admits there were times he didn't lock them at all. And this time, that habit may have saved him. The video never explains who the man was or what he wanted. It could have been a theft attempt. It could have been something else entirely. What makes the moment unsettling isn't what happened. It's how close it came to happening at all. If the doors hadn't been locked that night, would this have ended as just another trucking story, or something far worse? In early January, during winter in Canada, YouTuber Mo Sargi traveled with his friend Chris to camp off-grid beside a frozen lake. The video was filmed for the Mo Sargi YouTube channel, a channel focused on outdoor camping, RV travel, and searching for unexplained encounters in remote locations. Surrounded by snow, trees, and ice, their RV sat alone with no roads, no houses, and no signs of other people. As daylight faded, the silence around the lake felt heavier than expected.
Look at this. Nothing but lakes and like little islands surrounding us. Man, it's so quiet out here. Right now, we're just out here in the Canadian wilderness and where people have actually sighted Bigfoot himself. So I'm hoping we get lucky today. I really want to be able to see Bigfoot.
Yo, I could swear, like, bro, no clickbait. I could swear I saw something moving on that hill over there. Way out there. I'm zoomed in right now with my zoom cam. But I swear to God, like, I thought I saw something, like, way out there. What the? Huh? That was a weird noise.
I heard something in the bush there.
Dude, I actually saw something over there on that piece of land, which we can't get to because there's a lake between us. Yeah, guys, we're hearing some weird noises coming from that side over there now, too. So I just flew the drone,
And I didn't see a single animal. Not a moose, not a bear, not a crocodile, nothing. All right, the real adventure begins. We're gonna leave the RV behind and we're gonna go off into the forest and hopefully see if there are any signs of Bigfoot. There are prints here. I did walk through here earlier, but not all of these are mine. I don't know whose these are. Oh, they go towards the trail. I wonder if somebody else was like Bigfoot hunting out here. But these stop. Oh, look, whoever showed up here stopped here and then turned around and went back down that way. Yeah, I'm on the ice right now. We're making our way to the other side of the lake right now. We didn't have to walk across water, so I think this might actually be like a little island. There are some strange rocks over there, actually. But also, caves could mean Bigfoot. What if Bigfoot lives in a cave? Oh, shh, shh, shh. That was a growl coming from our side.
Yeah, it sounded like over here.
Chris off camera was saying that he's seen something that looked like a shack over there, which I can't see it, but we're gonna probably go and explore. But then we heard some loud echoing growl. It is echo. If Bigfoot growls, we're gonna hear it.
Yes. Did you move? No. I heard something.
Yeah, that's where it came from. That's why I'm aiming my camera that way. I'm officially scared because I don't know what the hell that was. For the record, we just found a big crack in the ice. I don't know how concerning this is, but yeah, we gotta be careful. I thought I heard a crack. Like, I'm not even joking. I thought I heard a crack. Why does this part here look darker than the other parts? Is it shallower? Or is it weaker ice? What the fuck was that? You heard that, right? Could that have been the ice? But it sounded like it came from here and then over there at the same time. Those are footprints, dude. Oh, look!
Is that a bear print?
No, that's a Bigfoot print. Oh, dude, these are actual Bigfoot prints. There's more here. Let's see if we can like kind of clean this one out. I can't make out this one, that one, this one.
This one almost has like toes.
Yeah.
See? Almost like a hand.
But it looks like
Thumb, finger, 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 finger.
I don't know. Could be maybe part of a foot, right? Like that's a big.
The trip began calmly. The frozen lake stretched in every direction, broken only by distant islands and wind-covered snow. As Mo and Chris walked across the ice, loud cracks echoed beneath their feet, followed by deep, unfamiliar sounds rolling across the shoreline. While exploring farther from the RV, they noticed large impressions frozen into the ice. The shapes were uneven and partially buried, difficult to identify, yet noticeably larger than their own footprints.
Feels good to be off the ice. Oh yeah, we got the log in here. It's burning still. What is that? Is that blood?
Oh, salt.
Oh, that's salt. Yeah, I broke my salt shaker. That's right. I thought that was...
I've never heard that before.
Did we just hear that correct? Like, that was a
God awful scream up.
I'm going back down to the lake, dude. Come back down to the lake. Oh my god, there actually might be something here. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my light just so I can see a little bit better. This camera sees better with the light off. Oh, what the f is that? Oh my god, what was that? There's something here, dude. There's something actually here.
As night settled in, the atmosphere changed. From the forest came a low howl, followed by sharp knocking sounds hitting the trees in sequence. The sounds carried across the lake, then stopped abruptly, leaving only silence behind.
I can't believe that was like not you. Okay, so sitting on my bed, I feel the RV shaking a lot. And I'm like, oh, it's probably just Chris moving. But he's saying it wasn't him. And it's not windy out. And the fire's out, dude.
What the?
I don't see anything that would, like, there's no wind. What the hell could have caused that? Yeah, like, we're the only ones here. You sure you didn't move?
100%. I swear to God.
And there's nothing out here. Dude, what if Bigfoot was shaking our car? Guys, there's no way.
Later that night, while inside the RV, the vehicle suddenly shook. Both men felt it at the same time. There was no wind, no passing vehicles, and no visible movement outside. Whatever caused it left no clear explanation. Some viewers later suggested natural explanations, pointing to ice shifting under pressure or wildlife moving through the area. Frozen lakes are known to produce loud and unsettling noises, especially at night. Others believed the sounds were intentional. They pointed to the timing of the knocks, the direction of the howls, and the moment the RV shook, suggesting something was aware of their presence. It could have been the ice. It could have been animals moving through the forest. Or it could have been something that never needed to be seen, only heard. What do you think was out there that night? Late in the fall, Sam from the YouTube channel Camping with Sam Bananas arrives at Woodlawn Cemetery in Toledo, Ohio. His channel focuses on camping and quiet outdoor exploration. Founded in 1876, Woodlawn is one of the city's oldest cemeteries, holding more than 65,000 graves. Locals say it's haunted. Tonight, Sam plans to spend the night here anyway.
As for the paranormal activity reported in this cemetery, there are countless sightings of a woman in white. Most accounts say that she wanders near the gates. Other accounts have said that she wanders throughout the gravestones. Still other accounts say that she spends time here at the Gunkel Memorial.
Currently under renovation, this memorial is a testament to the Gunkel family. John Gunkel was a mentor to many civic leaders in the Toledo area. He also helped establish the charitable organization known as the Old Newsboys Goodfellow Association.
Legend has it that she lost her daughter in a gruesome fashion and wanders the cemetery looking for her. Now, as far as I can tell, there really isn't a good way to camp near the gates. That's where most of the sightings of this ghostly woman have been reported. So I'm going to plant myself right over there next to the Gunkel Museum, directly in the spot where there have been some reports that she wanders the cemetery. Now, I am aware that some people may have a bit of a disagreement with camping out in the cemetery, and I understand why you would feel that way. I have a little bit of a different perspective. I would say that if you're someone who believes that there's an afterlife and that there is some sort of a presence here from those that have passed on, don't you think they'd like some company? I think if I was buried in one of these sites and someone came to spend the night and spend time with me, I'd probably be kind of happy about it.
Sam begins by exploring Woodlawn Cemetery, explaining that it functions not only as a burial ground, but also as a public park used for walking, biking, and scenic drives. Beneath its peaceful surface lies more than a century of history. He stops at the Spitzer family mausoleum, describing their influence as successful bankers who helped shape Toledo's financial world.
I'm aware that members of the Titke family are buried in this cemetery. However, so far, this is the only grave where I can find them at. Titke's was, by all accounts, quite an epic grocery store and kind of just a spectacle of a department store. Now, the very, very early days of the Titke store actually started in 1894. But in terms of the modern shop and what it would become, that happened around 1910. That is when they moved on to Summit Street downtown. Their business was on the corner of Summit Street and the northeast corner of Adams, where it would stay for the next 6 decades. While their core business was food, they leased the upper floors of the building to sell furniture, housewares, clothing, and shoes. The brothers Titke also added a bakery, a deli, and restaurants. The concept was ahead of its time, a forerunner of what would be deemed one-stop shopping. Titke's closed for good in 1972. According to the information that I can find, this is the burial site of John, who is one of the heirs of the original family.
Nearby, Sam crosses a restricted bridge over Silver Lake, carefully navigating around barriers meant to keep vehicles out. As he moves deeper into the cemetery, Sam finds the grave of John Titke, an heir to the Titke family business that once operated a large, innovative department-style grocery store in Toledo. As night approaches, Sam addresses the cemetery's most well-known legend, the Lady in White. Reports claim she wanders near the gates and around the Gunkel Memorial, searching for her lost child. Sam chooses to set up his tent near that very spot. After dark, he keeps his voice low, aware of security vehicles patrolling the grounds. He prepares a simple meal while distant headlights pass by and deer move through the leaves nearby, creating constant tension.
I am super whooped. I'm ready to hit the hay here. Anything crazy happens, I'll definitely let you know. Otherwise, we're going to be back at 'em bright and early, trying to get out of here before the sun comes up. Good night, everybody.
Just a little bit later in the day than I wanted to get up, but I think we'll be okay.
I'd like to have things be as fair as possible. There is an exit of the cemetery right here, right by where I was, and you can exit through this park, and I can get to the road out this way. But I think maybe it's a good idea to try to see if we can leave the same way we came in.
Later, Sam steps out to explore with a headlamp. The mausoleums feel oppressive in the darkness, and he describes an intense feeling of being watched. Despite the fear, he encounters nothing unusual. With freezing temperatures setting in, Sam packs up before sunrise and quietly leaves the cemetery by electric bike. No clear paranormal event occurs. The isolation, darkness, unfamiliar sounds, and fear of being discovered may explain why the night feels so unsettling. If nothing appears, but the fear feels real, does that mean the experience was harmless or something else entirely? In early December, Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review hikes to the top of a wind-exposed mountain for a solo overnight camp. What feels calm at lower elevation turns harsh above. Strong gusts, dropping temperatures, and a storm forecasted to arrive after dark. With daylight fading, he prepares a minimal shelter, knowing the night will test it. At the summit, wind cuts through the forest. Luke sets up a hybrid half-lean-to tarp, angled to block the gusts and ready to convert once rain arrives. He explains his 70-liter backpack, how smaller gear and volume management allow him to carry more than most expect. Before nightfall, he clears the ground using a makeshift forest rake, removing leaves to reduce exposure to ticks and spiders. As darkness settles in, he cooks dinner, enjoying reindeer stew while sharing stories, one about a strange complaint email, another about an abandoned campsite mystery in New Hampshire where gear was left behind but no person was found.
The other day, I received an email from a viewer asking me if I had seen this channel, and I don't remember the name of it. I wouldn't even mention it if I did. It's so stupid. But the YouTube channel is all about like this person going camping or something. Every single trip ends with the tent catching on fire and everything inside of it being destroyed, and he acts like it was an accident sort of thing. That is like low-level content. It's pretty wild what people will do for money. Not that there's anything wrong with it outside of it just being wasteful, possibly stupid, but years ago, YouTube used to be a wasteland. Anything went. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I don't think so. But people would do all sorts of weird stuff, like eat out of their cat's litter box, if you know what I'm saying. Seriously. I'm pretty sure that's been put a stop to, for good reason. Unfortunately, the winds are beginning to pick back up again, so I will not be feeding this fire anymore. I certainly don't want a hot ember to fly off into the woods, start a fire and whatnot. The ground underneath is wet, but everything on top is very dry, so we better be careful, especially when there's a known fire burning out there. Speaking of which, I took a look. I can't see anything burning, but I definitely saw the smoke earlier. That smoke created one of the most beautiful sunsets I have ever seen. Absolutely incredible.
Around 9:30 p.m., as the storm arrives, rain falls steadily, wind surges, and the forest goes quiet under the weather. Morning comes wrapped in fog. The shelter worked. Everything is dry. While packing up, Luke notices movement. A forest mouse has chewed through his food bag, drawn in by a small mistake the night before. Nothing dramatic goes wrong, but this trip shows how small oversights matter. In wind, rain, and isolation, even food scent becomes an invitation. If the storm had lasted longer, or if the shelter had failed, what would have mattered more, the gear or the decisions made before dark? Late August, 2024. This video comes from Kenny of All Trades, a YouTube channel focused on solo camping, RV life, and quiet weekends outdoors. Kenny returns to Pillsbury State Forest in central Minnesota, more than 25,000 acres of public land, with his dog, Toby. A few weeks earlier, Toby suddenly stopped on a forest road here, spooked by something unseen. Tonight, Kenny decides to go back anyway. The sun is setting, and the forest feels different this time.
I spent a couple hours this afternoon inside the camper working on the video, turned the air conditioner on, nice and cool. But Toby and I are going to go out for a little walk now. Hopefully we can find some firewood. That's the plan anyways. I did bring a leash with just in case if we come across anybody on horseback out here. You can see a number of horse tracks. This forest has a lot of rolling hills. If you can get up on top of the hill, then the wind is keeping all of the mosquitoes away. The hard problem is when you get down into the dips, the bugs get thick.
After work, Kenny grabs supplies and fire starters, knowing he's heading in late. By the time he reaches the forest, it's already getting dark. He sets up camp on higher ground, once an open overlook, now overgrown. Instead of scenery, he finds trash, including a recent Walgreens receipt, suggesting someone was here not long ago. Later, Kenny and Toby go for a walk and follow a narrow trail. It leads to a squatter camp, blankets, an old shovel, and scattered items left behind. A bottle with an August 2024 expiration date stands out. Kenny explains that because the forest is close to town, people sometimes stay here through the summer after losing housing.
There wasn't much I could do at the time. I picked up as much as I could. I went back out there a few months ago, found that the whole thing is closed off to the public now. It's so sad. I came across a trail that's got to be relatively new. It wasn't here a couple of years ago. Figured we'd go figure out where it goes.
The area feels heavy and neglected. Kenny decides not to push farther. That night, he cooks beef stew over the fire, settling into routine. The forest stays quiet. Before leaving the next day, Kenny returns to the spot where Toby had once refused to walk. It's trashed again. Some see this as the reality of public land near towns. Others notice how Toby reacted long before anything was visible. Either way, the signs point to something ongoing, not forgotten. Weeks ago, Toby wouldn't walk this trail. This time, the reason was clear. The forest hadn't changed. What people left behind had. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.